Hi, I'm Maggie Weldon, owner of Maggie's Crochet. I'm very proud to say that maggiescrochet.com is the largest all-crochet site online with thousands of crochet patterns and hundreds of them are free. I've been crocheting for over 40 years and I've been designing for over 30. So I'm hoping that through these videos I can help you to master the art of crochet. So pick up your hook and your yarn and let's get started. Okay, for this video I'm going to show you how to do a simple chain stitch. And everything in crochet starts with a loop, and everything in crochet, most of everything in crochet is a loop, pulling a loop through a loop. So the first, to begin with, you want to get a slip knot on your hook, and to do that you wrap this around here, and the strand that goes over the top, you pull that in through the back and it looks like a pretzel, and you pull the back piece right here into a slip knot. And the reason why it's called a slip knot is because if I pull it, it's going to slip right out. So you put that over here, and then you bring the top part over the back, and that's the piece you pull up right there. So you start it out kind of big, and then when you put it on your hook, you're going to tighten it to your hook, and you don't want it real tight. You want it to be able to slip like this. And then I always hold a different, everybody holds their yarn different, but the way I was taught to do it is this. And if you were to snap your fingers, that's kind of like the position that my hands are in. So I put it over the top of these three and bring this here, and this finger right down here controls the tension. And these I call my pinchers, and they hold my work real close to the hook. And then this is like a pointer, and it's always straight out. And the yarn is always at the back of the hook, and my thumb is placed on my thumb rest. And instead, I never turn my hook, I'm always turning my wrist. So to do a simple chain, we're going to go like this, and I'm going to turn it up like this to catch the yarn, and then I'm going to turn it down. But all the movement here is in my wrist. It's not in twirling the hook. So I'm going to turn the head down, and I'm going to bring it through the slip knot that I made at the beginning. And then there's a little movement here that controls the tension of your chain. And when you bring that loop through, you want to pull it up just a slight bit, and then you hold that tension right there on the hook, like I'm actually holding this out a little ways before I go get my next strand of yarn to pull through that chain. And I'm going to go back, wrap the yarn over, turn the head of the hook down, and because I've got that tension there, my loop here is loose enough for this to come through. So it comes through real easy, and then when I bring that loop out of the hole, I'm pulling it up a little bit, and I have a little tension here. And now I'm going to move my pinchers up closer to the last loop that I just did. So I'm going to go up and get the yarn. I'm going to turn my hook head side down, and then I'm going to pull it through, and then I'm going to pull this up a little bit. And I'm going to keep that tension right there. I'm going to go get the yarn again, put the head down, bring it through. And if I didn't bring that up, let's say I was holding this too tight, what would happen is I'd go up to get the yarn, and I'd have a really hard time. You shouldn't have a hard time pulling the hook through the loop. It should be kind of easy. And if I have this too loose, if I pull this up too much, what's going to happen is I'm going to bring it through really easy, but then I'm going to have a real big chain compared to the other chains that I have that are really even. So what I think is a good thing to do if you're just learning how to do this chain stitch is to take a whole 3-ounce skein of worsted weight yarn, which is number 4, and crochet the whole skein. And then by the time you get done with that, you're probably going to have a really even tension on all of your chains. And then you'll be able to do it a lot faster. And when you're starting a project, you like working off this chain is kind of tedious, you know, until you have something to hold on to, you know, until you have the first row done. That's a little time consuming part, but once you get on your way and you've got your rows established off of this, it gets a little bit better. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you have any comments or suggestions for other videos you'd like to see, just email videos@maggiescrochet.com, and I'll see you next time.